The Academy Awards were full of glitz, glamour, and fashion-forward stars. Here with all the top trends from the red carpet, I'm joined by style expert Erica Warwick. Welcome.
Hi.
It was a night of fabulousness.
It really was. So much so that, first of all, I had the hardest time narrowing down the trends because there were just so many amazing options. And also, almost everyone nailed their moments.
Yes.
Like, I could probably say like one or two who maybe had some misses, but overall, it was a phenomenal night. Dare I say, one of the best Oscars red carpets ever.
There you go. Okay,
Ever.
and we're starting off with pink because we saw it on everyone. We saw it on men. We saw it on women. It was everywhere.
All the shades of pink, too.
Yes.
Like, I know we talked about pink at the Grammys, but at the Oscars, it was every shade of pink you can imagine. Let's talk first about Gemma Chan and Valentino. What did you think about this, Kelsey?
I really like it because it's edgy and it's huge, but it like she just wears it so well.
She really does. I think this dress takes a lot of confidence to wear, for sure. I love that Victorian high neckline. I thought that was so incredibly fashion forward. And you'll notice it still fit beautifully through the bust and under the arm, and that's why this dress was such a huge hit. I think if it was ill-fitting, we would have been probably putting it on the worst dress list. But because it fit her to perfection, I absolutely loved it. And excuse me, but who doesn't love pockets on a red carpet dress?
It has pockets.
Think about all the snacks she could have fit in there.
Amazing.
And then next up, Kacey Musgraves. She has had an incredible year so far. I mean, she cleaned up at the Grammys, and now here she is presenting at the Oscars, looking absolutely stunning, looking like an angel. Here she is in Giambattista Valli Couture. If I ever get to walk a red carpet of that level, let me tell you, this is a designer I will be wearing. I am a huge fan of this designer, have been for a long time, and I thought she nailed this look. What did you think?
I really like it. I think that not everyone can wear couture because it is out there.
Yes.
But like with the simple hair and her makeup, it's just perfection.
And I think that's, again, what made this look a best for me is because she kept the hair so like contemporary, so clean, and again, the makeup was relatively simple. And the tulle details were in all of the right places. They still defined the waistline with that beautiful crystal bow. This was such a huge hit for me. I loved it.
I love how good Helen Mirren looks.
Helen Mirren, can we just say that the more mature actresses of the night really stole the red carpet show for me. I thought they nailed it, and she was definitely one of them. She looks so beautiful, and it's kind of hard to tell in this photo, but maybe you can see in the video a little bit better. But there were so many different colors.
Yes, as she swishes that
dress.
skirt. Look at her right there.
Yes, there's even a little bit of coral, a little bit of orange in it. I thought she looked divine, and of course, leave it to Helen Mirren to add all of the bling, and then that pop of color in the lip. She looked divine.
Metallics really stood out on the red carpet. Plus, I feel like I'm channeling our middle person, Emma Stone, with my shoulders.
You very much are. And I feel like maybe I'm channeling Brie Larson a little bit in my metallic suit. And speaking of Brie Larson, I mean, this is going to be such a huge year for her. With her movie coming out next week, I thought she looked so great in Celine. Super futuristic, sexy, that really high slit. And again, simple hair and makeup nailed it for me. Emma Stone. Emma Stone normally plays it a little bit safer on the carpet, I would say, in the last year, but this really, she came to play at the Oscars with this Louis Vuitton.
She had nothing on the line, like awards-wise, so I think that she could have more fun.
I totally agree, and I just thought, again, very futuristic. I love the oversized shoulder detail, and again, the coloring, this brass color just looked so beautiful in her skin tone, and again, simple hair and makeup, so good. Glenn Close.
She was dressed to win the Oscar, and then she didn't, but she looked like $1 million.
She really did, and people are going to be talking about this look for decades. This was definitely a moment that will be iconic. She is in Carolina Herrera. This dress weighed over 42 pounds.
What?
And had over 4 million beads on it. Like, this was definitely a moment for Glenn Close. And like I said, we will be talking about this dress for many decades to come.
A dress getting a lot of online traction is Lady Gaga because of the silhouette, and that's her next trend, is the silhouette.
There were really beautiful and unique silhouettes on the carpet last night that I wanted to talk about. Of course, Lady Gaga. She's here wearing Alexander McQueen and Tiffany jewels. What I loved about this is as soon as I saw her, I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks like the modern day Audrey Hepburn. And then I found out later that the canary diamond from Tiffany, which by the way is over 128 carats.
Wow.
Audrey Hepburn actually wore this for her press tour for Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Well, there you
so
go.
we've come full circle, and I just thought the gloves, everything about it was so glamour. This definitely was an Oscars moment. Then, of course, we have to talk about Regina King. I thought she looked divine. What an amazing night she had. She wore Oscar de la Renta. She wanted to wear an American designer because she said her movie was all about the fabric of America, and I love women who really put a lot of thought into their dresses. And can we talk about her legs? Legs for days?
Perfection.
She's stunning. And of course, we can't talk about a red carpet without talking about Charlize Theron. I almost didn't recognize her when she came out, to be honest, with that beautiful dark hair. I thought this dress, she always wears Dior, and she wears it so incredibly well with Bulgari jewels. Again, I really loved the color of this dress, and then I also loved how she added a pop of orange to the lip. It was something unexpected and very exciting.
And I loved her showing off her body. It's a beautiful figure, and,
Oh my
and she
gosh.
deserves to have her moment.
Absolutely.
The men on the red carpet were amazing. We've got about 1 minute to go
Oh,
over
I can get through them,
guys.
don't you worry.
Okay.
Let's start off with Jason Momoa in blush pink velvet. Here he is in Fendi, custom Fendi, all the way down to, yes, that is a scrunchie. And probably the most talked about outfit of the night because of his velvet scrunchie. And you know what? When you've got locks like that, sometimes you need a scrunchie.
It's true. You do.
I wear scrunchies on the reg. Okay? So now I know that it's on trend. I'm going to start wearing them all the time. I'm going to start wearing them to work.
Velvet continued with all of our men.
It really did. It's Stephon James, Canadian boy, three-piece custom suit by Etro in that beautiful sort of red rust color. I thought he looked phenomenal, and I also love how he finished it with a bright white Chelsea boot. That is fashion. That is fashion. And we can't talk about fashion without talking about Billy Porter. Here he is in Christian Siriano. I mean, he just shut down the carpet for me.
I love that he's staying right there. Men can wear dresses too. This is not drag. We see women in suits. Men can wear dresses, and you can look that fabulous doing it.
And can I just say, he actually fitted for this only once, and it was 1 week before.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
So many good looks. Erica, thank you so much for being in.
Thank you.
You look fabulous, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.